Welcome back to Sunless Sea. Today we have two main objectives. One is to go to Low Barnard and take part in the storytelling contest. We are also going to Vanderbilt to finish the Curator's quest. And then what else shall we do? We might want to go to Chapel of Lights to get more unaccountably packaged. But I feel like it might be a more chancy place to get that quality. We might go south instead to Adam's Way to get unaccountably packaged. I think that feast can happen again. So we are going north first to do these two things, and then we're going to come back down. So that is the plan for now. Another thing I'm considering doing is making the Song of the Z. Go to my study, which is this, write the Song of the Z. So this is a pretty late game thing to do. We need to find more Tales of Terror, a few more Z story, and also a few more Memory of Distant Shores. We have mostly everything that we need, it's just this. So this is another thing that I'm considering doing. Could be fun. But for now, let's go to Vanderbilt first. We are back in Vanderbilt. Let's steal the ancient captain's to wreck. Yeah, I have to do this for a scrap. Yep. And let's gather gossip first for port reports, and then visit the first curator. Remember how long ago I started this quest? So long ago. In the first episode? Now it's what? 61? 62? Man. Okay. I have a pot of violent ink. We would have made a better contract, but we hungered for the flesh of gods. A stained finger. It extends a brittle arm from beneath its coverlet, dips it in the ink, conveys the finger back to its hidden mouth. Ah, it sighs. The color will enter my bones, and then, perhaps, the moth. It's plainly rambling, but at least it hasn't forgotten your reward. A cameo of a bandaged beauty painted on the mummified palm of a mummified hand. Alright, not to everyone's taste, but it's terribly well executed. Interesting. A captivating treasure. Okay. And the last one, give it your mirror charm. Yes, yes. That has passed between two worlds. Yeah, it's a mirror charm. A deep sigh. Vachas. I wanted to see Vachas before I died. The mirrored city, so glorious. But that light would crumble me like... It becomes motionless. For so long that you wonder if it is finally truly dead. At last, it expels a rattling breath and points wordlessly at a cloison mask on the trophy stand, half visible in the gloom. Elder continent, it wheezes, made within sight of the mountain. Wear it and think of me. Okay, I got another captivating treasure. Okay, here. Receive a final reward. It reaches up to clasp your hand. I am grateful. You don't know what you've done to me. Accelerated the growth beneath the flesh. Spared me the sanatorium. Here, my disillusion. A birth. The curator moves faster than you've ever seen, flinging its arms back as if in delight. Its chest pulses, then crumbles inwards. It cries out softly and turns its masked face to watch you. Its chest crumbles like damp clay. Something damp and slickly shiny pushes out. Antennae rustle. Faceted eyes glisten. The curator's hand reaches up to caress the creature, and then goes still forever. It frees itself, flexing damp wings. A moth of prodigious size. Its wings are figured with patterns in familiar colors. Pelagine, Viric, Irigo. Another most moth. Surprisingly, we are not surprised by this. The curator's end. The moth perches at the head of the sofa. You've never seen one this big. Its wings are a whole library of glyphs, clues, ink blot images. It's finished, citizen, the obsequious steward says behind you, though he seems less obsequious now. All shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. But first... Oh, accept steam yak deeds. Accept a huge trove of secrets. Or accept 7 treasures. Or forget other rewards, take only the moth. I can take the moth? Oh, this is interesting. I don't need the yak because I have the Clarice's heart already. It was too frail to sail by the time she was completed. It would have wanted you to have her. Ah. Secrets and treasures are interesting, but at this point, I don't think I need a lot of money, especially from treasures. I have 8 captivating treasures. Secrets are very, very tempting, but there is only one moth. Yes, indeed. Forget other rewards. Take only the moth. It's watching you. Does it remember the flesh it dwelt in? It spoke often of the sea. Perhaps it would like to travel. Extend a hand. It glides to your wrist like a falcon. The furred scales of its wings are thick as carpet fibers. It smells of wax and frost. Bend your head closer. If you can't hear it speak, perhaps you can read meaning in its wings. I now have a keeper moth. You witness the curator's emergence. Yeah. This is a most moth. Like what happened with Lorenzo. I guess if we didn't know what happened to Lorenzo, this would have been a very surprising thing to happen to someone. But since we have already seen it from Lorenzo, this is not a huge surprise, but at least we get a keeper moth now. Okay, let me see. Officers. Mirrors +3, veils +3, pages +3. Heart -2 though. Yeah, I will have you. Please assign. Yes. 130 irons. Nice. Oh, it doesn't boost irons. Very nice, very nice. Okay. Now we shall go back to Low Barnard. We are back in Low Barnet. There. Participate in another contest of stories. At the altar, they are recruiting storytellers, and your life is fascinating. Okay, this one. Tell a tale of the gun pole, where the Z goes to die. It's still only a 40% chance of success? Would it be easier if I have more Old Sailor's Tales? I doubt it. These are all 40% chance. Let's try anyway. I failed. An old chestnut. As soon as you claim you visited the gun pole, laughter breaks out. Several listeners ask whether you found their pocket watches. It seems you have strayed too close to a hoary tale which has been told here too often. Perhaps you could try another time and a different approach. Good thing I scum saved. Because I'm not going to go back to gunpole 3 more times, just do this. Okay, here we go. Let's do it one more time. I succeeded. The Pelagian Deeps. This is a tale of dying, of vast beasts sinking to their last, of the chambers of a dead stone heart, of old sailors, wearied of their journeys, searching for a final paradise. They find only the deep dark, and the cold, and the slow starvation, attenuated by infrequent, gorging Pelagian feasts. The audience murmurs, wondering what their own deaths will be like. Oh, if you wish, you may now enter the bell tower. Why do I have a bad feeling about the bell tower? I've won a story trading contest and may enter the bell tower. Access the bell tower. The vergers step aside. One salutes. Oh, the bell tower. A shadowy space extends above your head. You can glimpse the rim of the bell, a dim circle of bronze. Ropes trail from its mouth. They are wet. Oh, ask about the bell, examine the bell, ring the bell. I can smuggle in the wandering parson. Oh. Ring the bell, do not do this. Oh my god. Okay, let's ask about the bell. The vergers seem more talkative now. A resonant delivery. One of the vergers glances up into the tower's heights. The other studies the prongs of his trident. Bell was here before we were, but it's not from the surface. Royal Navy brought it, they say, but not regulars. Deserters or something. Strange crew. What happens when you ring it? He exchanges glances with his companion. If you ring it, you'll find out. I can examine the bell. A ladder runs up one side of the tower. A dark ascent. You scale the tower wall, feeling for each rung in the darkness. The ladder creaks. The bell ropes sway gently at your back as you ascend. Soon you are within reach of the bell. The metal shape is colossal in the confined space. Its exterior still shiny despite, presumably, years beneath the sea. You lean over to look inside. The clapper is covered in a dark residue, and the interior seems soft, blackened, wrinkled, covered in pieces of... Suddenly, you know what happens to those who ring the bell. What? What? The clapper is covered in dark residue, and the interior seems soft, blackened, wrinkled. Oh. Is the bell alive? Do I get eaten when I ring the bell? Let's not ring the bell. Let's smuggle in the wandering parson. The vergers look like forbidding, but they might fall for an ingenious ruse. Misdirected. You suggest refitting the rose window as a docking port. The vergers cannot resist explaining to you why that would not work. with reference to pressure, differentials, and stress points. Behind you, the parson slips into the bell tower. You step back inside just in time to see him seize the bell rope with both hands and give an almighty pull. Bong! His expression of fascination is replaced by wide-eyed terror as the rope hauls him at breathtaking speed up the tower and inside the bell. There is a brief scream, a clamp, a damp crunch. Coins shower you, along with a bracing drizzle of gore. Oh, you won't be collecting a second fare from the wandering parson, but he had a surprising amount of pocket change. Oh. Oh no. We've killed him. Oh no. At least now we know what happens when you ring the bell. I guess. Good thing we didn't do it. I guess he's no more. Let's leave. What is the reward? Is it just to be eaten by the bell? Oh my god. Is that why no one comes back out? Because they all rang the bell and got eaten? Oh no. Oh no. Let's leave. Let's just leave. Oh, the wandering parson. Oh well, I will accept this ending for the wandering parson. So let's go. Let's drop by London real quick to restock on some supplies. And then we'll go back south. We are back in rack, so I'm here to get another scrap. Yep, get scrap. Go wrecking. Going to Gator's Morn, okay. Eavesdrop, Port Cornelian. Yeah, it seems like it repeats. Okay, let's go follow an echo through the holes to get that song again, since I used it last time. Okay, now we go back out. And then let's taste the tether. We are going to do grasp the knife again. And then this time, my attention is going to settle on... Last time we did an envelope. So this time we'll do the smell of the lamp. Smoky and acrid. Tether melts in your mouth. You breathe in the stench, hold it in your lungs. There's nothing like the smell of British engineering, nor like listening to the engine roar of your own vessel, bought and paid for. The impellers whir, the pistons race. She is eager for the wilderness. The sharp driver salutes as she enters. Cargo's loaded? What are you lugging this time? She adjusts her smoke goggles and fakes a bucker's effusive tones. Murgatroyds, inestimable frontier supplies, affordable, reliable, a taste of old London. You both pull faces. Okay. A partnership will be founded. What's this? What will be, will be. Okay. I think that's all we could do here. Let me see, where shall we go next? We are making our way to Adams Way. So, is there anything we need in between? We'll drop by Port Carnelian, sure. Let's head down to Iron Republic to get fuel and then to Port Carnelian. And then we'll slowly make our way to Igor, Adam's Way for the unaccountably package. Yeah. Okay, okay. That should be fine. Let's go. We are back in Port Carnelian. Okay, let's warn the adventurers of Rack. Yep. And then call at Hardcross House. And then fulfill your spice needs. Oh. We did change the romantic literature last time. Oh well. So we cannot decide Port Carnelian's fate this time. Oh well. What else can we do? Let's go visit the Fierce Philanthropist. Oh, it's just drinking sherry. Ah, delicious. Seems like... Okay, let's pan for sapphires in the fungal jungle. Somewhere in its heart runs a river of shining stones. We haven't actually done this before, haven't we? Let's try a straightforward challenge. A glimmer of truth. Braving the jungle's violet spore drifts, you find a narrow stream. You kneel among the red-capped agarics that spot its banks. It doesn't heave with sapphires, as the stories promise, but an afternoon's panning yields a pocketful of glittering shards. Oh, I got echoes only. Oh well. I guess it's better than nothing. So next up, we're going to Igor, and then we're going to Adam's Way. Yep. Let's go. We are back in Igor. Okay, let me see. Dine with the crew, explore the supply rooms, help sort needles, assemble a port report. Yeah, the first mate sensitivity... I can't do this anymore. Port report then. Let's dine with the crew. There are few people aboard the Fortas kettle and guests provide variety. Okay, again, 3 needle, lost 1 terror. How do I gain more first mate friendships? How do I do that? I have no idea. Oh, I can't even do the Nook's memory thing. Interesting. Why can't I? Why can't I indeed? Yeah, let's head on over to Adam's Way. I think I can improve my relationship with the first mate some more, but I just have no idea how currently. But no matter, let's go back up. Adam's Way should be nearby. I will look into the Igor thing. Maybe I have to do like specific things. Oh, did I come up? Okay, I'm nearby, Good, good, good. I thought I came up in that whole area. Then we'll have to fight the blue prophets again. No, no. We are back in Adam's Way, and this time I have a tale of hell. The Presbyterian has never explained its interest in devils. They are keen to hear what you learn in Mount Palmerston because I left the port report for Mount Palmerston. A new day, and an exchange of glances, your ship is waved on toward the long stone jetty. Okay, this is the same one, I think. Yep. Okay, let's... since we don't want this, do we want to assist at an Animerson's hospital? Sure. Let's see which one we haven't do. We have done this one. Assist in the cloisters, carry water in the chapel of the pious, where patients in their final throes rave on stone beds. I think I've done all these. But let's do this one then. Carry water. I've gained tails. That's good, that's good. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, what else? Can I keep doing this to farm for tails? I can. Let's do it one more time and then we'll head out. Return to Adam's Way and then... Oh, the funeral feast is still locked. I don't have something awaits you. No, I forgot about that. When in doubt, always have something awaits you before you dock. Wasted my Mount Palmerston port report. Oh my god. Okay, let's go to Animerson's hospital and just farm for stories then. Yep, return to Adam's Way. Let's return to your ship. I can use the recent news to get back in, but I don't have something awaits you anyway. So let's go. We shall go to... We don't have anything to do in this area. We can go visit Vachas and see what it's like, but I doubt there's anything in there. But let's try and go anyway. We are back in Vachas. Let's see if we can go in. Let's get a report. Yep. Can we go in? Up close, the blue cloaked guard looks grimly fearful and wide-eyed. There are strange things going on in Vachas these days. She turns away. Sometimes I think Mihir has turned his gaze away from us forever. She seems to recollect herself all of a sudden and stands a bit straighter. You will see for yourself, Tamas. Step lightly and walk in the light of Mihir. A plague of broken mirrors. Cracked glass and doused lamps everywhere. There are pools of shadow visible in the formerly shadowless city, and Vachasi huddle together and avoid the dark spaces with fear twisting their faces. You see Vachasi clashing with white-cloaked guards in the streets, shouting slogans. They call themselves Neaters and wear pieces of broken mirror around their necks. Even the Temple of Mihir has not escaped their anger. Across the stone threshold, the Neaters have arranged thousands of glittering pieces of broken mirror into the words, "We have already fallen." The pilgrims are still away, and with them the Agnihotri and his council of sun priests. It is the perfect moment for a revolution. And what will you do? Oh, interesting. I can sail away. This is none of your concern, and it should stay that way. Or hear out the Neaters. What exactly do they hope to achieve? I can hear out the sun priests. They're all in council at the Temple of Mihir. And then I can pick sides. Let's hear out the Neaters. You are barely surprised to find that the jewel-turban youth is the leader of the Neaters. This is all because of you, Tamas, he tells you brightly. Your very presence in Vachas made us think and wonder and imagine. He turns to the other Neethers and holds up the shard of broken mirror hanging around his neck by a thin thread. We deny the tyranny of Meher and his priests and his high-born firekeepers. We refuse to isolate ourselves from the rest of the Neath any longer. We refuse to fear the dark and cower in the light. His voice raises to a roar. We are fallen! The Neethers shout their enthusiasm and hold up their mirror shards like banners. We are fallen! They cry. Well, they are certainly enthusiastic, but does that mean they are right? Let's hear out the Sun Priest. The Temple of Meher is a war room. We cannot let Vachas fall into darkness. The oldest Sun Priest addresses the assembled guards and citizens. The Neethers have not simply turned away from Meher's gaze, but they actively conspire with his enemies. A susurration goes through the crowd as the Sun Priest holds up a shard of broken mirror. They are enthralled to the parabolan powers who whisper through mirrors and entice through dreams and trickery. They are breaking the mirrors and dousing the lamps. If they are breaking mirrors, you point out, how then can they be in league with mirror lords? The Sun Priest gives you a pitying look. Oh, Tamas, what happens when you break a mirror? He snaps the shard he is holding and holds the broken piece in either hand. They glint jaggedly. You simply make more mirrors. Perhaps he is telling the truth, or perhaps he merely fears the Neethers and their desire to curtail the power of the temple to which he is sworn. Is it a good idea for me to side either one? I kinda prefer the Neether revolution, but then again, they are putting the whole city in chaos. As much as I like the Neethers more than the Mihir priests, what makes this city interesting is the mirrors itself. Like the concept of the mirrors and the lights shining so bright that the whole place is illuminated. This is what makes this port interesting. Sure, they look down on everyone else outside of Vachas, but it makes the Sunless Sea more interesting. So, as much as I would like to make this place into another regular undersea port by going with the Dita Revolution, I think I might side with Mihir's priest. Tell the Sun Priest where to find the jewel turban youth. It is kind of our fault after all. Oh well. Even without the Agnihotre and the ruling council of Sun Priests, the Temple of Mihir is swift to act. The jewel turban youth and the leaders of the Neethers are dragged into the burning light of the temple by a dozen guards. The Sun Priests form a ring in the middle of the temple, under the statue of Mihir's watchful, carnelian-eyed gaze. The Sun Priests begin to chant, faster and faster, faster and faster until your heart begins to hammer in time to their words. They douse lamp after lamp until they create a perfect circle of darkness bound by their joined hands. One by one, the Sun Priests throw the revolutionaries into the shadow. The jewel turban youth is the last to be thrown in, and he is weeping piteously. You are Tamas now, the Sun Priests declare. You have no name. The darkness has taken it from you. Mihir has turned his gaze away. Then they break the circle, relight the lamps, and simply turn away. I gain 1 pages and 1 secret. The light of Mihir shines bright. I mean, the jewel turban youth is now a Tamas like me. Like he is a Neether now. I thought that's what he wanted. The Sun Priests come to you, flanked by guards. I think, the oldest one says thoughtfully, that it is time for you to go, Tamas. You have caused enough disruption in our glorious city. You nod. It's a good advice. Best to leave before the Agnihotre returns from the pilgrimage. You have learned a great deal here. The affairs of Vachas touch on the mysteries of the continent. All right. Walk in the light of Mihir, Tamas. The guard at the gate barely even looks up as she lets you out the city. It burns beacon bright behind you. Yeah, back to how Vachas is. You walk down the dark, pebbled path that leads to the docks, feeling the familiar shadowy bleakness of the need cool your skin. Your ship awaits. I mean, if the Jewel Turban Youth wanted to, he can just leave with one of the other ships that docks here and be a neater for sure. I now have a memory of distant shore and gain a simmering enigma. Nice. I have 13. Wow. The Purified City. Oh, let's get a point report first. Yeah. Wait. I no longer have this. A port report Vachas. You now have one of these. A port report Vachas closed to outsiders. What? Perhaps the meters will prove useful to London. Oh, I have to come back for this later on. Okay, okay. Okay, let me read this. The Purified City. The walled city of Vachas is a tangle of green vines and luminescent fungal flowers, slow blooming around mouldering stone. A quincunx of carved stepped towers rise above the walls and pour burning white light into the bleak sky. A rough, shadowed path leads from the docks to the mirrored gates of Vachas, but there is no fire burning in the towering stone lamps beside the gates, and no blue cloaked guard. Vachas is barred to visitors. Ah, because I visited and somehow affected that revolution. Fair enough, fair enough. It was their right to bar me anyway. Let's try and head on over to... Wait, let us talk to our officer first. Do we have enough unaccountably package to actually bring him somewhere? No, not yet. I need one more. I can't go back to Adam's Way. No, I can't. I can't because I have recent news. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go back to Adam's Way. We definitely need something awaits you this time. Can I go through underneath, in between here? Oh my god. That is terrifying. Oh, the Red River looks terrifying. Oh my god. Okay, okay. I'm not going down there again. Not like this. Okay, okay. This is how it looks like if you dove underneath and come through here. It's as terrifying as going from the top. Okay. We're quite near Adam's Way. I'm diving because there's that sandstorm up there. We're close enough to Adam's Way to not be bothered about the sandstorm. Oh, it's actually not here. Interesting. It was over that side just now. Okay, we are back in Adam's Way. Let's, yep, give you a recent news. I was saving this for Dahood, but I guess this is fine. Okay, let's farm more tail. This one. 64 Tail of Terrors. Okay, we have enough memory of distant shores now. Okay, let's get another and one more. Okay, then we have to go back out. Return to Adam's Way. Wait, oh! Oh, I used up the something awaits you. Wait, do I? I'm an idiot. Again, I'm an idiot. I wasted the recent news. Fine. This is just farming for Z stories and memories of distant shore and tale terrors. That's fine. That's fine. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Okay. Let's go to Ganpole then. Can't go to King Eater's castle. Let's go back to Vachas. Why not? Why not? We are back in Vachas, the purified city. Here, a new settlement. There is a collection of tents and huts clustered in the thin ring of light around the city walls. Perhaps you could speak to them. The jeweled turban youth greets you with his hands pressed together. Only he is not jeweled turban anymore, nor does he look particularly youthful. You can see other ill-fated neaters through open tent flaps. They sit on moldering cushions and sip mushroom tea. We have decided to leave Vachas now that we are no longer Vachasi, he explains, though they haven't gone particularly far. He gives you an ironic look. We have not given up our cause, but we are not quite ready for the wide open sea yet. He looks out over the glistening black expanse of the Untersee, and a smile spreads slowly over his wan features. Soon, he whispers. Soon. There is little more you have to say to each other. He watches you closely, almost yearningly, as you walk back to your ship. I got tilt terror. Interesting. I guess that's all. Is that all? I guess that's all. I wonder if that's really all the story there is available for Vachas. Seems like it. Seems like it. Okay, we're going to go to Gadpole. Not sure what for. And then let's maybe not go to Nook or Dahoop since we don't have recent news. Let's make our way home. Go to Gadpole, Khan Shadow, Khan Heart. Yeah, why not? We've made it into the Garden Pole. I can join the feeding frenzy or ignore the feeding frenzy. You will never be that hungry. We'll ignore it this time. A polite distance, you avert your eyes as the gory feast continues. The old sailors devour handfuls of raw, quivering blubber and entrails, and drag most of what remains into the dark. The Garden Pole's other inhabitants emerge to squabble over what little remains. Okay, I gained 5 hunger. Got a lot of fragments though. Okay, let's get a port report. I can explore further into the gunpole. Yeah, I got 1 foxfire candle this time. Let's go. You hold the candle, Continue onwards and inwards. Yep. The more I walk, the closer I will get. Join the old sailors. Take part in their meditation for a while. I can share my secrets. Ooh. A request from an old sailor. They have given up their lives above, most of them. Let's try this one. My grandson, check it on him for me. A guilty request from the youngest of the old sailors. The poor lad's head was full of stories, wet behind the ears from the day he was born, but that didn't stop him heading to Gaithersmore to seek his fortune. Last I heard, he'd run off and sign on as cabin boy with some Canade captain. Just make sure he's keeping well, okay? So where should I go then? I can climb out of the gun pool. Share your secrets. Oh, I got intrigue. This is with intriguing snippets. And 5Z story. Sure. New arrivals have no need for them. The old sailors await yours. Stories of blood and salt. Few have seen more than a gathering of sailors, both of the sea below and the endless blue above. Life sparks briefly in the eyes of the more recent arrivals to this place as they recite memories of battles and escapes. The older ones speak with the whisper of the grave. Their eyes stay closed, imparting half-remembered stories of the city with the silver tree. The oldest have few coherent memories left, save a shared one of a crossroads shaded by cedars. I gain one extraordinary implication. Nice. Okay, that's how I farm for extraordinary implications, I guess. Let's climb out of the gun pool. Force of will. These sailors have reached the end of their stories. Yours promises far more than just fading away in obscurity. Gritting your teeth, you pull yourself free from the pool's seductive warmth and comfort, dress, and begin the long walk back to your life. Nice. Okay, let's leave. Where shall we go next?